Hello and welcome to Braintree High School here today for a field hockey matchup between Braintree and Newton North. Mike will also bring you the coverage. And we are getting ready for a home match. Braintree's had a handful of them already this season. And they're getting ready for the Newton North Tigers. As Braintree, of course, in their home blue uniforms, as Newton North will have it first. Braintree coming off of a tough loss against Walpole. Things have not gone according to plan in early part in the season, and Braintree with an early goal right off the pretty much opening draw, and then Braintree scores the game's first goal very quickly, and that looked like number 7, Tessa Marston, for Braintree, who scored the goal to give the Wamps the early 1-0 lead. You don't see that very often where a team scores that quickly right at the start of the game. And this year, a rule change. Instead of 2 30-minute halves, they've moved to quarters now, so 4 15-minute quarters instead, and Braintree with an excellent start here at home. Very nice conditions here today as Newton North plays it up into the Braintree end. As this one goes out of bounds. So the junior Marston getting the game's first goal. Coming not even a minute in here to this first quarter. So Braintree with a win this year against Weymouth. Had a couple of ties. Also lost to Marshfield as well as Walpole. As the shot is taken and blocked by Braintree in a 1-0 game. As Braintree will push it back out. As the pass up ahead looking for Lee. And the pass still moving in that direction. As Lee is able to track it down. Bridget Lee, the junior, slides it back as Braintree works into the middle of the field. Looking for the play of Burchill. And Braintree will indeed keep possession here in a penalty corner, as it looks like this will be Ella Woods to take it for Braintree. So Woods out there. Burchill along with Tenney at the top of the semicircle up high. And the pass goes in the direction of Burchill, who takes the shot. It ricochets out onto the stick of Carolyn Burchill, who shoots it wide. So that necessarily wasn't the way it was scripted, but it did work that way, and Braintree getting a good opportunity here. As we'll see what they can do here with a 1-0 lead. As Newton North bats it out of the Braintree end. Over midfield it goes for the Tigers. They do not have the roster for Newton North, so don't really have the names here. As this one is back towards the boundary, and Braintree committed a foul. So this will be Newton North trying to play it out of the Braintree end, but the Wamps with a good job defensively to knock it down, and now Woods works it in for Braintree. 1-0 lead as Braintree has Newton North pinned in deep here. But the Tigers now able to work it towards the midfield mark, where again the ball pops off a Braintree foot. That was off of Nora McLaughlin, the sophomore. Braintree, a very young team. Just 6 seniors on this Braintree team. A lot of sophomores. No freshmen. As the ball is not cleared by Braintree. Now the shot going towards the goal. And the shot goes just wide where Braintree looked to clear. Played back towards the midfield mark. And now over midfield where Braintree takes it back. So we played a couple minutes now. And Braintree, for the most part, has controlled the play, as that'll be a whistle against Braintree. The ball will be just around midfield. And another whistle against Braintree. And again, for whatever reason, the Tigers are not waiting for the whistle. They keep trying to hit it early. You have to wait for the signal from the ref, and you also have to let the ball stop. You can't hit it before the ball is not moving. I'm surprised that they haven't given the ball away if they continue to do that, as it's worked towards the goal. And at the side of the crease, Braintree is able to slow it down, and we will see a penalty corner. So the pressure will be kept on. Barrett in goal again for Braintree, the senior, Angelina Barrett. Really did a nice job in the game against Walpole, even in the loss. Braintree got a lot of timely stops from her. As the shot attempt goes just wide, and Newton North with a great opportunity here to tie the score, but maybe about a foot and a half wide of the far post. Worked back into the Braintree end. Cleared out momentarily by Braintree as Burchill with a little aerial play, able to get it by the defender for the moment. Down along the sideline, Braintree will again have to defend, and that one caroms up off the body of Burchill. I'm surprised to let play go. And it does now go out of bounds off of Newton North. So Braintree will have the ball. Deep into the Braintree end, as that one goes out of bounds, out in front of Allison Curran, the sophomore. So Braintree will defend here on the sideline, as the ball is worked towards the midfield mark. Nice pass from Lee over to Marston, who was the only goal scorer of the game. And that came in the opening half minute, as Braintree works it up the field. Nice pass, as the shot does not get off in time before it goes out of bounds, as that was Woods who had the chance at the far post, but Braintree will keep possession. That was deflected out of bounds. So the ball will be up top for Margot Tenney, the Braintree senior, one of the few on the Braintree roster, 6 of them on the varsity field hockey roster. Here is Burchill, losing control on the backhand, as the ball is worked up nicely. Quick pass by Newton North, as the good defensive play made by Curran. And now Curran able to draw the whistle. Another ball that goes off a foot, so Braintree will continue with the ball, as this one is worked by McLaughlin over to Burchill. Pass up ahead, and it's Newton North in their own end to work it towards the sideline, as it was deflected out of bounds by Braintree. So more than halfway through the first quarter. Again, if you are watching and have not seen field hockey, this is normally a half-by-half sport, but their rule changes this year have made it to 4 quarters, 15-minute apiece. And we're in the midst of just past the halfway point of the opening quarter, with Braintree leading 1-0 here in a Bay State Conference matchup. Played towards the midfield mark by Newton North. And down on the far side, Braintree will defend it well. McLaughlin in there, along with Tenney. McLaughlin really battling hard here to slow down this rush. Good stick to really disrupt play. Shot attempt. Still not cleared. Towards the middle of the field, and a whistle. A whistle going against Braintree again for a penalty corner. Quick pass as the shot is taken. And that one bounces up high, where Braintree will get the ball back. So a slight wind here today. Nice temperatures, sunshine. And Braintree working it right around the Newton North bench. Going the aerial route that time towards the Braintree bench, and it's given away. The movement down the sideline is trapped down nicely by the stick of Burchill, as that one hit Newton North in the foot. Good interception. And Braintree was even better on their defensive side, as that was Kathleen Lee, the Braintree sophomore, making that play. Towards the sideline, and it goes out of bounds. So Braintree will have it here in a 1-0 game. This one has worked dangerously in the middle of the field, where Braintree takes the shot, and a kick save is made as the goalie able to kick it away, as Braintree looks to keep the pressure on. Working it towards the goal, still loose in front, backhanded chance, and Braintree still not getting a shot off. Marston in the midst, along with number 5 for Braintree, Curran. And Braintree not able to get a scoring chance. I'd say Braintree has controlled about 80% of this first quarter. North has had some possession, but really nothing really that has been tough for Barrett to make a stop on. I guess if you could potentially think about crediting Barrett with one save, maybe. She really hasn't been under siege. Braintree has spent most of the time on this side of the field, and that's going to be tough for Newton North to have a chance to win if Braintree continues to spend this much time on their side of the field. Good defense again. To the far side, where Curran will defend it. Good job by Marston also getting in there to help out. Braintree with it now over the midfield mark. The ball is taken away by Newton North. Good steal by Lee. And the foul against Newton North. So a chance here for Braintree to make something happen here late in this first quarter. Not a ton of time left. Woods able to work it by one defender as the ball is cleared out. Worked up the field. And Newton North with the chance here late in the first quarter. The pass to the far post. And it hit their foot. So that'll eliminate any scoring chance. As the first quarter is coming to a close, Braintree with the only goal to this point. And a whistle here. As the first quarter comes to a close, and Braintree with the only goal to this point off the stick of the junior Tessa Marston, as Braintree with a 1-0 lead after a quarter play here at the side turf at Braintree High School. We'll be back for second quarter action right after this. Back here at Braintree High School, start of the second quarter. Mike Wasser bringing the coverage here on BCAM TV in a 1-0 game. Braintree with the only goal. Marston for Braintree with the only strike to this point. As we'll see Hannigan playing right now for Braintree, number 12 in blue. First time into the game. As Burchill works it to the far side. Out in the direction now of Marston. Cleared up by the Tigers. Next goal in this game will be important. If Braintree could take themselves a 2-0 lead, that would be a nice little cushion. Nice backhanded pass up ahead. Looking for the oncoming stick of Hannigan again, who's been involved early here in the second quarter. Nice defense. Curran again, getting a stick in there. And this one will be played out by Joyce. Now it's McLaughlin who will send it out for Braintree. Or try and work it down the field at least. Ball is free in between three Braintree jerseys. But it is Newton North who comes up with the ball. Little juggling going on there for the Tigers. Very tough to do in this sport. Here comes the Tigers. They have a good opportunity here. Pass towards the goal, and somehow it finds its way in as the Tigers get the tying goal here at 1. I don't know if that was deflected, but it found its way through the defender and then past the pads of Barrett in goal, and Newton North has tied the score at 1. So the tying goal here comes about a minute or so in to quarter number 2. So both the first and second quarter providing us with an early goal. And we have a tie game again at 1. Nice defensive play by Tenney. Stop the rush for the moment. Down the sideline, it goes out of bounds.
Tigers, get it back!
Played up the field, but Newton North dumps it right back into the Braintree end, and then they dump it back out of bounds again. The field hockey line is the closest line. That is the boundary. The soccer field, the far line. Dangerous pass that is picked off. Played into the Braintree end, pass a Newton North stick. As Braintree will clear it back up the sideline. And now it is worked up by Burchill. Looking up ahead for the oncoming rush, but Braintree not able to develop anything.
Nice, Macy. That's it, Ella.
That one hit Braintree's foot. It'll be another restart. As it's played across the field. And Braintree will send it up the field. And at the midfield mark, it again hit the foot. This time, it's Braintree again. So both times we've seen ball stopped, play stopped for hitting a foot. We've played about 4 minutes here into this second quarter. So just over 10 minutes to go. In a 1-1 game. Braintree's only goal came in the first quarter in the opening minute by Marston. And it was Newton North tying it in the opening minute here of quarter number 2. So the pass going backwards here, and that's a dangerous play. Here comes Braintree with the steal. Can Braintree capitalize on the mistake? Lee continuing to work it around the defender, sends the pass towards the goal, and it will result in a penalty corner. So Braintree will have a great chance here to get the go-ahead goal again. Braintree has yet to trail here today. They led 1-0, again scoring in the opening minute. Opening half minute, even if you want to say that, of the first quarter. Now they have a 1-1 game, but a great chance on a penalty corner to go ahead. Here is the chance for Braintree. The shot from Burchill out high, and if that was deflected, which it was not, as Burchill is the one who goes to get the ball, it looked like that was a tippable shot, and that's exactly what you want to do if you're Burchill. You send the ball low to the ground through a screen, hoping that maybe it takes a deflection, or maybe the goalie doesn't see it, and in this case, the goalie did not see it, and Braintree again retakes the lead. So the senior Burchill, Maggie Burchill, putting Braintree back in front 2-1. So the ball is out of bounds right past the Newton North bench in a 2-1 game. Braintree just taking the lead moments ago. Braintree's largest lead has been 1 goal twice, 1-0 and 2-1. They'd love to have themselves a 2-goal advantage before halftime, but still plenty of time left here in the second quarter. About halfway through now into the second quarter of play. On the sideline, it goes out of bounds. So Braintree will work it out. played away off the stick of Burchill. And now it's played to the far side where Braintree will look to use the middle of the field. And it was mishit by Newton North. So Braintree works it up. Unfortunately, Burchill lost control of it. And here again we see the juggling act. And Newton North is guilty of an infraction. Kind of curious what the ruling is there when the player's juggling it like that. Are you allowed to swipe at the ball? Because I don't really know how you're supposed to defend that if they just continue to carry it up like that. Tigers looking to clear it, but Burchill keeps it in. Down into the far corner for Woods, and out of her reach, out of bounds. Off the Braintree stick towards the sideline.
Nice pass.
And the pass goes to the middle of the field, where defending will be Braintree's Curran on the far side of the field. And it's taken away. Newton North with a chance here to tie the score, as that one was dangerously high, and that will be whistled down. So Braintree will have a chance to clear it out. They have a 2-1 advantage, and they are deep in their own end. So Braintree retrieving the ball down on the far side and putting it behind the goal. So Braintree playing it towards the midfield mark. They cannot get it past midfield. And now Newton North has it on the Braintree side. Trying to work it towards the goal. And another whistle against Braintree. They're in a good spot on the field to take a shot. Here comes the pass, the shot, and the tying goal. As Newton North ties the score at 2. And for the second time, Braintree's lead has vanished. So both sides have been able to respond. Braintree has yet to trail, but Newton North has been able to battle back twice, down a goal to tie it at 2. Both of their goals coming here in the second quarter. Braintree with 1 in each of the first 2 quarters. And now have to play another tie game at 2, trying to retake the lead before halftime. Quick pass that is broken up. So it'll be a free hit here around the 35-yard line. Played up towards the midfield mark. Here comes the pass, nicely broken up by Braintree. As it's played into the Newton North end. As it was knocked out of bounds. And Braintree's possession. Good defense by the Tigers. As Braintree has to hand the ball back over. This is a tough sport where the ball generally is on the ground, which of course makes it very tough to get it by defenders. As the shot is taken, the shot goes just wide off the stick of Burchill, who had a quality look there at the goal. Braintree will have the ball up top. As the ball is moved towards the goal. The shot is taken, and the shot was blocked. As it's flipped back towards the goal, and it goes wide. Good opportunity in front from Lee, but she was not able to cash in. So just a couple minutes left here in the second quarter until we get to the halftime break. Looks like Braintree wants a substitution. Looks like Gabby Diuti will come in at the next break, number 17 for Braintree. Near side of the field, it is Lee. Makes the pass. And now it is cleared out to the top of the semicircle. Shot, and this one will go wide. So that's an interesting choice to try and send it that far up the field. Obviously, that's going to be very tough to get it by the goalie from there, but obviously was intending for maybe a stick there to try and catch up to that. As the first half nears an end, Braintree hoping to retake the lead. Patch from Burchill up ahead to Marston, and a nice save. Actually, that was Diuti on the shot attempt, as Braintree with another chance as well. Kept in by Braintree. Excellent pressure here in the final minute. As Braintree will keep the pressure on with a penalty corner, trying to retake the lead before halftime. It's been a pretty good half. We are tied at 2. But Braintree hoping for a victory in this one. They've been snake bitten a little bit late, as the shot attempt was partially blocked. Now it is cleared out and sent to the midfield mark. McLaughlin trying to slow the rush down, as well as Tenney. Still moving it up the field is Newton North. And over there to slow it down was Curran. Play is continued in the Braintree end here as we near the end of quarter number 2 in a 2-2 game.
Get it back here, Tigers!
Newton North scoring the game's 4th goal about 3.5 minutes ago. And Braintree had a quality look just moments ago, as the whistle is there for leaving early on the pass. And the first half has come to an end here, as Braintree and Newton North in a 2-2 game after 2 quarters of play here at Braintree High School. And we got a good one on our hands, a Bay State Conference matchup between Braintree and Newton North, tied at 2 after 2 quarters. We'll be back for the second half and quarter number 3 right after this. Back here at Braintree High School, getting ready for the start of the third quarter, as we are in the midst of a 2-2 game. Braintree and Newton North here at Braintree High School. Braintree has yet to trail here today, but Newton North has yet to trail by more than a goal. They've been able to keep it close, which has obviously made it a lot easier for them to battle back. As a team, you never really want to try and get down by multiple goals, especially in this sport where goals are very tough to come by in most games. To the far side of the field it goes, as Braintree works it back up over midfield. So Braintree's goal scorers in the first half, it was Maggie Burchill and Tessa Marston, the two Braintree goals. And they're trying to get the advantage early here in quarter number 3. As the shot attempt goes towards the goal, and Braintree with a good chance, but unfortunately out of bounds. Marston had the last touch for Braintree. So it's been a pretty entertaining game for the most part here between these two teams. This is a game on paper that Braintree really wants to win. Not going to say it's a must-win game this early in the season, but Braintree, they want to make it to the postseason, really has to start playing a little bit better field hockey. They've had some tough decisions. That game against Marshfield really one that comes to mind. They had the 2-0 advantage and then end up giving up the next 4 goals and dropping that game. And obviously Walpole, a very tough opponent, but Braintree's got to really start to come to play here. Pick up the 2 points they need in these games. And obviously a long season, but sometimes pivotal games can occur early in a season, as Braintree's Burchill will take the shot. And the shot was deflected. Referee a little bit in our view here, but trying to follow the play as well as possible, as that one ricochets, and Braintree will have to defend now. Played to midfield, as we're a couple minutes in now to quarter number 3. Braintree spent the majority of the start of this third quarter on the Newton North side, as the Tigers send one towards the goal, back post, and it's kicked wide. As Braintree now plays it to the perimeter, as McLaughlin plays it out of bounds. But it was off of a Newton North stick. Double deflection. So Braintree will work it down the sideline again off of the defender. And Braintree will continue to work it down the sideline. So a 2-2 game here in quarter 3. Bay State Conference matchup, Braintree and Newton North, the Wamps and the Tigers. As possession changes. If you haven't seen much field hockey, this is pretty well played by both sides. There have been a ton of whistles, and both sides have done a nice job with stick handling, passing, shooting, getting the shots on goal, and then capitalizing on their few chances, as that was a wild swing, which will give Braintree the possession back.
That's it. Nice job. Way to be there, Bryce.
Pass goes back into the Braintree end, and then out of bounds.
Okay, guys, we're getting into our lines and we're warming up.
So the varsity team playing, generally their starts at 3:45, and then the JV team plays after. But again, Braintree with a very young team, just 6 seniors on this team. They have 5 juniors. And 8 sophomores, no freshmen. So a pretty diverse team here, with all different grades being shown, other than the 9th grade freshmen, who I would assume most of them will play on the JV team. But field hockey definitely has started to be on the rise here in Braintree. It's a sport that Braintree is not necessarily known for, at least hasn't been for a while, but they're starting to improve. which is a very good thing here in a very competitive town. A lot of schools known for one, maybe a couple different sports, but Braintree trying to really be a well-rounded athletic team. And the field hockey team has started to find the postseason, which obviously gains a lot more interest. Not everybody, plays a sport to win. You want to have fun. You want to do something extracurricular. Maybe play a sport with some of your friends or classmates, whatnot. But the end goal in any sport is to have a winning season. And Braintree's moving in that direction. As the ball is worked into the Braintree end, here comes Lee looking to track it down. A lot of the times you see a lot of these athletes as well play multiple sports, and it's a good thing to keep them in shape. A lot of these athletes play hockey, the obviously pretty relative transition from field hockey. A lot of similar skills in that. And there's a lot of athletes on this Braintree team that play both of those sports. As the ball goes out of bounds. We have not seen a goal yet here in the third quarter, but we saw 4 in the first half, 2 by each side. Let's see if Braintree can get back in front here in this third quarter. As the shot is kicked away, Braintree with a good chance. And it's played towards the boundary, where it is now out of bounds. Braintree has it in front of the Tiger bench. So good Bay State Conference matchup. Braintree and Newton North. When I think of Braintree Newton North, I generally go right towards basketball. Seems like that has turned into one of the basketball and softball, baseball. Those are the real big tests between these towns. Generally, there's big rivalry games. As that one hits a foot, Braintree plays it and gets another whistle in their favor. So we're past the halfway point. Just about 6.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Back towards the midfield mark, past the Braintree defender Curran. And now in the far side of the field, it is going to be played out by number 15 for Braintree, Kathleen Lee. Good defense by Marston. Out of bounds in front of the Braintree bench.
Go Tigers! That's it, Sophie!
Far side, Braintree has that one go out of bounds off of Newton North. Hannigan doing a nice job there for Braintree, as this one is played into the attacking end, where Braintree is guilty of the infraction. It's a sport where things can change in a hurry with a mistake, so both teams trying to play very strong defensively. They do not want to give up any odd man rushes up the field. That one stays in bounds along the perimeter. As Braintree now will play it on the sideline. So this one will be played out by McLaughlin. And then it is played back out. To the far corner. New North trying to take their first lead. As Braintree with some solid defending. But it does open up the penalty corner situation here in a 2-2 game. As Newton North has not led yet here today, but they have a great opportunity to do so to take their first lead.
Attack!
Here is the shot attempt. Initially did not get through. Now the shot towards the goal and the back post. It goes just wide. So Braintree catches a break. Now we'll see if Braintree can work it out of their own end. They're not able to do so, and now they give it away down on the far side of the field as Braintree able to steal it. Newton North trying for a sliding play there to work it towards the goal. It didn't work. Played up the field by Braintree. And now they have a chance up the field. Something developing here for Braintree.
That's it, Sophie!
Nice steal as Birchill takes it away. Works it through the defender. And now it's Birchill again. Birchill continuing. Nice looking possession here at the back post. There's Marston digging away and scoring. Braintree's go-ahead goal at 3-2. That was all Birchill there setting things up. And then it was Marston who found the goal at the back post. Braintree takes the lead again. So Marston with 2 goals in this game. Goal number 1 and now goal number 3 as Braintree continues to have not trailed here today. Still plenty of time left for the visitors from Newton North to try and get that tying goal, but Braintree hoping that we don't see that. Not seen a 2-goal lead yet. But there's not a ton of time left here in this third quarter. Braintree just over 16, 17 minutes away from potentially a home win. They've played a lot of home games early in this season. Played to midfield. And a quick whistle. So about a minute and a half left here in the third quarter. Up the field it goes. And another whistle. So a lot of time being wasted here. This is a sport where the clock continues to run during these whistles. The only time it'll stop is during a timeout after a goal and for an injury. Other than that, it's pretty much a running clock. So play moving here in the final half minute. if there is a foul here. And the Tigers really don't have a ton of time left to make something happen here, but they're going to try and do something. And the third quarter has indeed come to an end. 3-2, Braintree with the lead after 3 quarters. We'll be back for the fourth quarter right after this.
You're going to need me. You're going to need us. All of us. You're going to need our technical skills, our math, our engineering skills. You're going to need our help with your water, your air, your food. You're going to need our organizational skills, our problem-solving skills. You're going to need our determination, our honesty, our compassion. You're going to need the next generation of leaders to face the challenges the future will bring. And we promise we'll be there when you need us.
Back here at Braintree High School, start of the fourth quarter. Mike Wasser bringing the coverage here on BCAM TV, and Braintree holding on to a 1-goal lead after 3 quarters of play in what has been a back-and-forth affair between two Bay State Conference rivals. Right now, the difference in this game is the goal by Marston, set up by the excellent rush up the field by Birchill. And right now, Braintree hoping that they can find themselves their first 2-goal advantage to try and give themselves a little bit of breathing room, a little cushion. Nice steal as Marston takes it away. Always impressive when you see the forwards come back to help out in the defensive end. Braintree works it in to the Newton North end. Both sides have been pretty vocal. Braintree with a good opportunity here. Right in front of the goal, and that one goes off the pads and out of bounds. So Braintree will keep possession, but they have themselves an excellent opportunity to again score early. They did it in the first quarter, looking to do it here in the fourth.
Tried to let some people from Newton know about me.
Yeah. Yeah, we could use you.
Good work, BK. They need a photographer in Newton.
Well, hey, I want to start expanding my work now more.
Down on the far side of the field.
I'm trying to be maybe follow what Dave Arnold does. Dave Arnold
Goes out of bounds.
Yeah? Well, yours will be there too. Hey, according to Joe Cody, you're up there, pal. So. Telling you, Joe swears by you.
Here's the pass right along the sideline. Deep into the Braintree end. You don't see this very often where a pass goes from one side of the field to the other like that. And it worked out well for Newton North. And they have a chance here for the tying strike.
BK, number 9, Newton. Look at that picture.
I think I got that gold shot.
Yeah.
I got that.
Yeah.
It might take a while. I work at Shaw.
It's all right. I know where you live. We know where you work. And you're always taking pictures of our football team, so love that.
I might be doing JV.
You're doing a JV? Why not?
Here comes the opportunity for Newton North here in a 3-2 game. They have a chance to tie this game up again, but Braintree hoping that that's not the case. Braintree does have numbers moving up the field. As Newton North taking a chance, and this may not pay out for him. As Braintree now has a 2-on-1. Here is Lee. Lee looking for an opportunity to shoot, takes the shot, and scores. And Braintree capitalizes on a mistake by the Tigers, and they pocket a big insurance goal. As Lee, who's been involved here today, getting her first goal.
Yeah, like I said.
Bridget Lee, the junior. really did a nice job there to not only utilize her speed, but work it pretty carefully through the defender. As Braintree with their first 2-goal advantage, opening up a 4-2 lead.
But they got clobbered by Wamps. Well, like I said, I'm just trying to spread my work more, and I'm just
Keep up the good work, too. I'm telling you.
and people that can negotiate something like
Here's Birchill, right around the midfield mark, slides it over.
appreciate it.
Tough ball there along the sideline.
Just in case.
On the far side, it is number 18 for Braintree, Margot Tenney, the senior. As Braintree works it into the attacking end, as that was kicked out. As the Wamps keep the pressure on. 4-2 game, Braintree with the last 2 goals here today. And right now the Tigers with an uphill battle to climb. As they move it over midfield. And Braintree with a nice defensive play to slow that rush down. As Birchill swings it to the outside and out of the reach of Lee.
Photo without my watermark, but if it was something a little bit more, I would
Opportunity here for the Tigers to try and get back in this game, down by 2. And it goes out of bounds. So Braintree holding on to a 2-goal lead for the first time today. Certainly a welcome sight. Nice pass. Here's the shot. And Braintree slowing it down. The shot and a kick save by Barrett. Her best stop of the game as the play is whistled down. Mark that one down. Barrett with the biggest save of the game for Braintree to keep it a 4-2 game.
Go Tigers!
The Tigers were able to score there. They make it 4-3, and they're right back in it. Instead, Braintree holding on to a 2-goal advantage, and now trying to defend here. And that one hit a foot, so that's a tough break for the Tigers, who really had something brewing in the Braintree end. Another whistle. And this one is against Braintree. As the ball is worked up the sideline, here comes Braintree past the midfield mark. Sent off of stick. And now Braintree continuing to work it into the attacking end. As that hit a foot. Braintree works it in. Here's Birchill down into the far side. And it goes out of bounds. So we're approaching the halfway point here of the 4th quarter, and Newton North find themselves down by 2 goals. Here at Braintree High School, bad pass, and they're fortunate that that did not get picked off by Marston. Good stick work here. As Joyce was able to slow it down enough. Marston also in there with McLaughlin. And Braintree wins it away. So Braintree working it up the field. Joyce to midfield. And the pass just out of the reach of Lee, who battles here. And Braintree will keep the ball. So a 4-2 lead. Braintree with it. On a good spot on the field to get another one. Swinging around, the pass, the shot, and still loose is Lee as she bangs it towards the goal. And is kept out. Braintree keeping it in though. Birchill sends it towards the goal and wide of the net. So the Tigers will hope to clear it out, but they are running out of time here in this game, down by 2. Braintree looking for a victory, looking for 2 points in the standings. They really could use them. As Braintree works it in. Off the stick now of Diuti. And Braintree with some more time here in the attacking end. Blocked down momentarily. As Burchill comes away with it. Sends it towards the sideline. Kept in bounds. And now a Braintree penalty corner. So this is exactly what Braintree wants here at this stage of the game. You're up by 2. You have a penalty corner.
Go defense!
Not only are you having a great scoring chance here, you're killing precious time off the clock, and you're as far away from your goal as you want to be, and hope to cash in. The pass goes out to Burchill, swings it over for Joyce. Joyce is blocked. Backhanded chance, far post, and it's sent in. Nice deflection right at the side of the goal, and now we'll see who picks up the ball. And picking up the ball for Braintree was Gabby Diuti, the sophomore, and that is what they do in this sport. The goal scorer picks the ball up, makes it a lot easier for us here to try and pick up the goal scorer, especially in a situation like that with 3 Braintree jerseys right at the far post looking to knock that one home. And Diuti credited for the goal, giving Braintree a 5-2 advantage, and that's probably the put-away strike that Braintree needed here in this game in order to solidify a victory. Definitely something positive for Braintree here. As Burchill with it. And now, anytime Braintree can work the ball up the field and keep the ball away from Newton North, that's going to kill off some valuable time. Whistle against Braintree. And Newton North not really wanting to waste any time. Quick restart. Long pass. And a strong defensive play by Braintree to break that up. So the Tigers, who never have led here today, hadn't been trailing by more than a goal until this fourth quarter started, where Braintree got the 4th and 5th goal after leading 3-2 heading into this fourth quarter. And now it's all Braintree. After a very close game through 3, Braintree has really opened it up. Been the better team all day. Not only just on the scoreboard, but Braintree's definitely been the more dominant team. 2 goals by Newton North, 2 in the second quarter. Those are both of the goals that they scored. They didn't score in the first or third quarter. Haven't scored yet here in the fourth, and with time not on their side, they're going to have to make something happen, probably take a chance soon. Low pass. Braintree was able to break it up. And now the backhanded feed off of a stick, going towards the far side now, where Braintree will work it up. And Braintree will have the ball. Under 5 minutes left here in the game. And Braintree with a 3-goal advantage. Sent towards the goal. And that one went out of bounds. So, as you see right now, Braintree taking their time. They're in no rush. With a 3-goal advantage and the ball. Work towards midfield. Here is Braintree. And that one is out of bounds again. And Braintree will hold on to the possession. Sent towards the goal, and it does not find its way in. Lee was out there in front of the goal. She has one here today, but could not make it a second. And Braintree with some good hand-eye coordination to knock that one down out of the air. As we have another whistle. And Braintree with another penalty corner. As Marston set to take it. 5-2 advantage for Braintree. 2 goals from Marston here today. Lee, Diuti, and Birchill with the other goals. And unless we see another one, this might be the final. Quick pass, Birchill swings it over. Shot attempt, back post, and just wide. As the pressure is kept on by the Wamps. Now the Tigers break it out. The pass, working out well. And they have a chance here, back the other way. As it's sent to the middle of the field, Braintree defensively not able to clear. A little cutback move and even better defense as Birchill swings it down the sideline where it's blocked. Oh, nice move between the Braintree defenders as the shot attempt did not register a shot. And now they do find a goal right in front. It was deflected home. And the Tigers get one late here. It's not going to be an impactful score in the outcome because they still trail by 2 with very little time left, and Braintree knows that this game is in the books, but it's more, you don't ever want to give up a goal, but got to give credit there. That was a pretty nice passing play that set up that goal for the Tigers to make it 5-3. As it's towards the sideline, Braintree now just trying to drain out the final minute or so. And not even that much. That is the final seconds as Braintree gives up one in the final about minute and a half as Newton North drops this one here today to Braintree 5-3, the final score in this one. And Braintree really the more dominant team overall. They never trailed here today. They got a goal in the first quarter. And then Braintree was able to go ahead in the third quarter, take a lead into the fourth, 3-2, and Braintree with 2 strikes in the fourth. Ultimately a 5-3 final score where it was a well-balanced scoring attack for the Wamps. Again, 2 goals for Marston. She scored the first goal. And then a goal for Lee, Bridget Lee, the junior, Gabby Diuti, the sophomore, and Maggie Birchill, the Braintree senior. The 5 goals, and Barrett again with the victory in goal. And Braintree with a nice win here today to stop a little losing skid as they get the home victory over the Newton North Tigers. As our coverage will conclude here, 5-3 the final. On behalf of our camera person here today, Jerry Comic, I'm Mike Wassel. We'll see you next time.